Hey, this is Dropping Honest here. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys my Twilight Lightsworn deck or whatever. I haven't been playing in quite a while, so it's probably not particularly good compared to what the meta is now, but I think I have a fairly good idea as to what would work. I don't have many new cards, don't have many XYZ monsters at all because I haven't been playing. And yeah, so if there's any new cards that I should put in, let me know, but it's a fairly old archetype. There aren't many cards that come out now that are going to be particularly good for it, but yeah, so anyway, let's get into it. Obviously, one Blackluster Soldier at the beginning, pretty staple really. The triple Judgment Dragon, because Judgment Dragon is like perfection, he's like amazing. Single Honest because it's limited, but you know, you gotta run Honest. Gauze, because you don't run many back rows at all. I play double Yugioh, because Yugioh is, he's just the best card. I absolutely love Yugioh. Oh yeah, this is the January 2014 ban list. I didn't say it at the beginning, but it'll be in the title of the video anyway, so whatever. But yeah, so literally the best dark monster in the deck. Single Plague, I know he's semi, but I don't have a second, so at the moment I can only play one. Double Necro Gardener, because 3's a bit slow, and you don't really want to be running this deck particularly slowly at the moment, because it's still not particularly fantastic. Because the ban list, one Blackwing Zephyros the Elite, which I'm considering taking out for a second Plague, but at the moment I got him in because I own one, and he's actually really good. Like, there are some really good combos you can pull off with him. Like, if you've got a wolf on the field, you can return it to your hand, stack it on the top of your deck with Plague, Sync at the end of the turn, you mill your wolf, and you'll end up with the same amount of cards from the field. So yeah, that's really good. So you don't actually, it's a net 0 or whatever, so you don't actually lose anything. But yeah, so that's it for the darks and the boss monsters. For the Lightsworns, I run the triple Lumina, because she's now a 3. She's amazing, so yeah, triple of her, sorry. Double Celestia, because one's not good enough, because she's amazing. The 3's overkill, because you don't want to have to be tributing that much, and when she's on the field she's pretty stale. She doesn't really do much when she's on the field, but that first summon's great. If you're going to be playing 3 of her, you'd probably want to play 3 wolves, and not many boss monsters, so you can use wolves as a pretty good tribute. But yeah, but I know that's a pretty inconsistent way to run your deck. Double Lila, she's just, you know, she's great. Lila's splashable and everything. Get rid of a back row. 3's too slow, you don't want too many names. I'm playing double Gareth. I used to play single, but because Lumina's back at 3, I put in an extra Gareth because he combos really nicely with Lumina, and yeah, so he really helps the deck now, being at 2. Double Jane. Jane's probably my favourite Lightsworn. Jane's amazing. There's nothing better than a Jane. Like, you've got a Jane on the field, there's a 21k beta normal summon, only mills 2 at the end phases, which can be good sometimes, so you don't end up decking out particularly quickly. Double Wolf, 3's, I don't like 3. I found when I played 3, I just draw into it. Like, I draw 3 in my first hand, which gives me another 3 cards. And one of them would be like Gauze, and just nothing that's going to pick up my speed. One Erin, because, yeah, her effect doesn't speed up the deck or anything, but she's really great. Like, she's really handy sometimes, and she's a fancy as secret rare, so yeah, her. One Arcus, because he's a name, and like, sometimes he's a bit handy, but otherwise, you know, he's level 3, good for synchroing with. Single Raikou, because he's a bit slow now. 2 would be good if you had 3 charge of the Light Brigades, but you don't, so I'm only running 1. Yeah, so that's it for the monsters. And then for the spells, I play 1 charge of the Light Brigade. It's a must. You have to play 1 charge of the Light Brigade. Triple Solar Recharge, because it gets your deck going. Draw power, milling power, helps the deck be more consistent. Ditch wolves, all that kind of stuff. I play 1 Reinforcements of the Army, because it does help with the consistency of the deck. It's kind of like a slightly not as good charge, but it really helps the consistency of the deck. It speeds it up a little bit, helps you pull off more plays with Lumina. Single Dark Hole, because sometimes you do end up with too many boss monsters in your hand and you need to be able to clear the field. I played 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, because you need to be able to get rid of back rows, and you're going to mill at least one mystical space type in every duel, so you need access to another few. So yeah, I play 3 of them, and then that's it for the spells. And then for the traps, I play 1 Mirror Force, because you need to be able to destroy your opponent's monsters sometimes, much the same with, what was I just talking about, Dark Hole? And yeah, you're probably going to mill one of them, so 1 Mirror Force. And then I play double Beckoning Light, because you need to be able to get those boss monsters back, and Monster Reincarnation sucks, because you only get 1 monster back with this. You plan ahead, as long as you, like, if you're just starting to build a Lightsworn deck, or a Twilight deck, Monster Reincarnation is probably pretty good. But if you've been playing them for a while, Beckoning's definitely the way to go. If you just think about it for a little bit of forward thinking, and you'll be able to pull off some amazing plays with Beckoning Light. So yeah, that's it for that. And then it's a 40 card main deck. For the extra deck, yeah, I've only got 4 XYZ monsters, and one of them's actually pretty useless in this deck. But I've got it in there anyway because I don't have many synchros, and the deck doesn't rely on synchro summoning very much. It'll probably be, the synchro summoning will probably be a bit better if I put it in a second plague, and I'll probably focus more on that, but yeah, so yeah, anyway, here we go. 1 Utopia, he's pretty good. 1 Steel Swarm Roach, I reckon he's probably pretty good. I don't see him in many extra decks, but, you know, it's probably because he's pretty slow, but I don't really know much about what the format is at the moment. But yeah, so, yeah, 1 Tiaras, because you can use 2, what are they called? Celestias, you can sync for level 5, but yeah, so you don't use him ever, really. And then 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, because if I synchro summon for a level 6, I can steal an opponent's level 6 somehow. Strange stuff happens in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, so, yeah. And then for the synchros, I play 1 X-Saber Wayne, because sometimes you can special summon with it. Sometimes it's pretty good. 1 Flamebell Iroquoises, because you need access to level 6s. Gaia, because you need access to a beat stick sometimes. It's good level 6. Black Rose, pretty standard. Pop, Scrap Archfiend, because it's a level 7. I could probably think of a better one, but it's a beat stick, so I've got it. 1 Stardust Dragon, staple. 1 Scrap Dragon, because he's really boss. 1 Thought Roller Archfiend, because he's pretty good. Pretty handy sometimes. Colossal Fighter, because you run like 7 warriors, which can be plus 1,400 for him, so what's that? He's on 4,200 attack, which is pretty great, and he can just special summon himself back, so yeah. 1 Red Dragon Archfiend, because he's, I don't know, he's pretty helpful sometimes. And 1 Mistworm. If I run 2 Plagues, I could probably add in a second Mistworm, because level 9s are pretty easy to summon, but yeah, so that's my deck. Yeah, let me know what you think. See ya.